what up, chat? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Bobby Ross. Has that right there. Got this. Right out the video right here. Up, out. Oh, that'll work right there. Let's get this stream started. Okay, we're gonna English subtitled. Let's just freaking start off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Bobby Ross.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you decided to spend a half hour with us today.
Let's go.
I think you'll enjoy the little painting we're going to do, and I hope you take the time to paint along.
What paints are we
Or
gonna need?
you pull up your old easy chair and just relax with us.
Red.
Thought today we'd just do a fun painting, one that's a lot of... you'll have a good time.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
just
good
do
time.
it.
Let's go,
get out and
Bobby!
Run all the colors across the screen that you need to
Titanium
paint along
white.
with me, and they'll come across as
Got it
usual
right there.
in the same order as I have them
Halo
on the
blue
palette.
right there.
While they're doing that, shoot, let's go on up here and get started.
Oh.
We have our canvas up,
There.
the liquid whites on it, it's
Oh.
ready. So I'm going to start off
Black.
today with a little
Right
bit
there.
of phthalo blue.
Oh.
We'll use the old 2-inch brush.
This,
Grab a touch of the midnight black also. Phthalo blue and midnight black. Just sort of mix them
how
together
you
on the
go.
brush. And let's go up here.
shit! Fuck it, okay. How I... English. Or not.
POE.
Oh, what the f...
Here. And I hope it's ready. So I'm going to start off today with a little bit of phthalo blue. We'll use the old 2-inch brush. Grab a touch of the midnight black also. Phthalo blue and midnight black. Just sort of mix them together on the brush. And let's go up here. And just using our little crisscross strokes, let's just drop in a happy little sky.
Yep. Doing it, Bobby.
Just start at the top and work
Come
all the
here,
way
brush.
across. Just making little X's. And then begin working downward.
Yep, work downward.
And your color is mixing with the liquid white continually.
Dude, sure, look at this, Bobby.
Automatically. Your sky will get lighter and lighter toward the horizon. And that's one of those little tricks that help create the illusion of depth in your painting.
Getting darker.
As things get farther away from you in the landscape, they should get lighter in value.
Sure
So let
is,
the
Bobby.
liquid white work, and it'll happen automatically here. Okay. And just sort of blend it all together. There we are.
Frick!
And very lightly, just go across it. It takes out the brush strokes. Isn't that easy? You've got a fantastic little sky. Now, while we have that color on the brush, I'll add just a little more blue and black. And let's have a little touch of water in this painting today. So, now once again, we want it to be lighter toward the horizon.
Oh!
So start at the bottom and work upward. And your darker color then will be down here on the base. See there?
Yep, sure am,
And
Bobby.
then just work upward. And automatically, once again, it'll get lighter in value as it works upward toward the horizon.
Yep, sure is.
Okay, and then we'll need some water on the other side. Don't want it left out.
Yep. Don't want
I
no
don't know
water.
exactly where land's going to be and water's going to be. So we just cover it all with water. And if we want a tree to live here or here, we'll just drop it in.
Yep, we're dropping it.
There. Now then, very lightly. Just gently go
You're right.
across and bring it all together. Okay. Now
I
then we
think
can
we're
wash our
doing pretty
brush. And we wash our brushes with good old odorless thinner. I never use turpentine when I'm washing brushes. It leaves
there
a
we go.
residue in your brushes, which is very difficult to get out. Plus, it smells bad. Oh, it smells terrible. Turpentine in your house, and you'll be working by
Yup,
yourself
sure does,
all
Bobby.
day
You're freaking
because it'll
trash.
run everybody in the house out. Okay, titanium white. We'll just use the old 2-inch brush. What the heck?
Some titanium
Let's
white.
build just a happy little cloud. And one of the easiest ways to make little clouds is just take the corner of the brush and just tap the
This right,
canvas
Bobby?
with it.
Oh, look at that cloud,
You
dude!
just want a little floater
Looks so
that lives
good.
up here in the sky.
Oh, this one.
Just has a good time.
That one is right here.
Just tap.
Oh, tap it in.
And you can make him as thick or as thin as you want him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sick!
Give him a little thing. See there?
It's a little
All
cloud
you have to do
coverage in
is
there,
just tap.
Bobby.
Now, if you want your clouds to look more distinct and brighter, make your sky a little darker. And when you're using
Now,
only white
looks
paint,
pretty dark to me, Bobby.
then that son of a gun will jump out at you. If you have a sky that's not very dark and you put white paint against it, then you don't have much contrast, so it won't look too bright. There. Now I'm just going to stir these up a little. Just mix them a little bit. Give them a little. This is to me is the way I fluff the cloud up. Just sort of fluff it up. Let a little wind run through it. There. And then very lightly, just barely grazing the canvas. Caress the canvas. Just put it together.
I
And that's
never
one of the
thought of
nicest, easiest little ways to make a cloud. Okay. Now then, tell you what, let's build us a little mountain today.
it's a little mountain.
You know, it's funny, I get a lot of letters from people, and sometimes they say, Bob, I'm tired of mountains, do something different.
I'm
And then
telling
I get
about the little mountain,
probably as
Bobby.
many letters that say, do more mountains.
Yeah.
So, if you don't want a
Dead
mountain in your
little
painting, just leave the little rascal out. But if you want a
Get it out.
mountain, then you have it. Okay. Ken will take some black, some Prussian blue, alizarin crimson, and mix it together.
Oh, wrong color.
Pull it out very flat, cut across, and we have our little roll of paint out here on the edge of the knife. There it is. Now just decide where your mountain lives in your world, and push very firmly, and just drop that little rascal in. And the only thing you're worried about is a nice outside edge. You don't care what's happening on the inside right now. We will later, but right now we're just looking for a nice outside edge.
I would.
And as I say, use a lot of pressure here. Push that paint right into the fabric. Now, scrape off all the excess paint. Just
that's a little big,
get in there
Bobby.
and really scrape it off. You're not going to hurt the canvas.
Yep.
There we go.
Hurt my monitor.
With a large brush, we'll just pull that. And then it'll mix with the liquid white that's on the canvas, and automatically it'll get lighter and lighter down toward the base. Just softer and softer. There we go. And that son of a gun should look like it's just sort of floating right up here in the sky.
Alright, pause. We gotta get we gotta get a brush, and we get really big. Wow, this is looking pretty nice, Bobby. To be honest, you can make it. You're such a good painter. Like, look how good that looks. So. Oops. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. Never have one for you.
That gives you a nice base now to begin putting highlights on. Let me clean the old brush again. I like to wash these brushes. Shake it off.
I don't actually keep bothering.
There we go. Now then, today I'm just going to use, let's just take titanium white, pull it out very flat. It's just plain old white. Now this is one of those times you really need a firm paint. This paint should be very firm. You know, people say, how firm is it? Look at that. The knife literally sticks right on the palette.
Look, sticks there.
It's very firm.
Yep.
Cut off a little bit of paint, like so.
Cut it off.
Now then, no pressure. No pressure. There. See there? Just touch and just let it flow right down the side of the mountain. But no pressure. You want it to break like this and have all those little holes and bumps in it. There we go. And up here.
I really messed that one up. Oh, whatever.
It's so easy at times, it's hard.
This is pretty
There we
difficult,
go.
Bobby,
No
to be
pressure
honest.
though. Can't say that enough times. Probably the most common mistake made is applying too much pressure. And this is one of the best ways that there is to learn to use a knife. And if you can make snow break on these mountains, then you can just make a multitude of other things. It's unbelievable what you can do just by learning to let this snow break here. That delicate touch, light touch.
Did I do it right?
I think I've mentioned over and over again when I was teaching Steve, my son, to paint.
Yeah, right.
The only way I could get it across to him was to tell him that I wanted him to pretend that he was a whisper that just floated across the mountain. And then he understood. It worked for him. And he makes some of the most beautiful mountains today you've ever seen. Using a little blue and white here in our little roll of paint. And I want to put a shadow behind there. No pressure. Just let it float. See there? Just let that float right in there. And each highlight, each little peak in here, if you want it to be an individual, needs a shadow.
I like your sun now.
There, see, right there. Give it a little shadow. And you can change this mountain continually. Maybe you want to put a bump over here, another peak. See, you can do that. In your world, you can create any illusion that you want. I think that's what attracted me to painting so much. I could create any kind of world that I want. Nothing hurts here, no pain. Nobody's unhappy. It's a pleasant place.
That looks pretty good, Bobby. Look at you.
Everything's nice here.
My mom's a little bit better than yours.
Now then, with a large brush, I want to create the illusion of mist. So all I'm going to do here is just tap the base. Just tap, following the angles in the mountain. Always following those angles. And then lift upward.
Am I doing it right?
See? And all that little misty things just sort of happen. Over here, follow these angles. Sometimes I'll take a little of that blue on the brush. Maybe you want to bring this right on around. I'll take a little of that shadow color, and we can just make it sort of look like it wraps around. That's sneaky. And it adds a little more interest to your mountain. That easy. And just sort of tap it out. Bring it together. Okay. And that's all there is to it. Let's have some fun. I'm going to mix up some black, Prussian blue. Shoot, we'll throw some Van Dyke, some crimson in there. A little sap green. Whatever you got. Just mainly dark colors. There, let me clean the knife off. Now let's use our old fan brush today. Let's go in here and load some color right onto the brush. Just load both sides of the brush up. Now then, let's have some fun. Let's just push in. Maybe there's some little background things that live way back in the distance back here.
What color is that, Bobby?
And I'm just pushing and making the bristles bend upward.
What the actual street, Bobby?
Just la 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 do 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 do. Just be happy, enjoy, have fun. There. Now I want some reflections under this, so I just grab the bottom of it and pull it straight down. See there? Because the canvas is wet, you can do this and get away with it. If you had a dry canvas, you'd be in Agony City. Then go gently across, just like so. See? And instant reflections. That easy.
That looks pretty good.
Maybe in our world back here, maybe there's a happy little tree that lives right
Yeah, there
here.
is a little happy
evergreen
tree living there.
See? Just touch and then use just the corner of the brush and work back and forth. Back and forth. And we got a little tree. Maybe he's got a friend here that's a little bigger. There. Tree needs a friend too. There he is.
Like me, I need friends.
Now see, I'm sort of weird. I name all these little trees and talk to them. And
That's what they got.
but that's okay.
That's Nicker.
That's okay. Artists are supposed to be a little different. There. So we can get away with things like that. Maybe out here there's a little baby tree.
Well, I'm not weird, Bobby.
Maybe they ran him off. Maybe he can go live out here by himself. All kinds of things.
Okay, that
I'll
one.
get another fan brush. I have several.
I'm just gonna
going,
leave that one.
so
That
we
was
have to
a special
continue
made
to clean them.
orders away from
We'll take a little of that same color we made the tree out of and go into some cad yellow.
Oh, cat yellow.
And that'll turn a beautiful green color because there's blue in there. There.
That looks exactly like it.
Now then, I just want to put the indication here and there of some little grassy areas that are far, far away back here. Just a few. It's too far away to see a lot of detail. You can grab that and lift upward, make it look like little distant trees. See, that paint moves on there.
That looks like.
There we go. All kinds of little,
Holy
little yellow
frick,
ochre in
did you
there
see that
too.
tree?
What the heck?
Look at that.
Maybe we'll have some nice fall-looking colors in this painting and with all the shiny colors. A little liquid white. Pull it out flat and then just cut across. Okay? Now then with that, we can just come right up in here and we'll just cut in a happy little waterline. Act like you're just trying to cut a hole right through the canvas. Back and forth. This canvas is tough. Chances are you couldn't hurt it if you wanted to.
Put some little water lines.
There, see? And maybe there's a little ripple lives out here. And one out here, wherever you want them. Okay? Now then, tell you what, I like doing those trees. Let's do another one. Back into my dark color with a fan brush. Load a lot of color. Let's go up here. Maybe there lives in our world a bigger evergreen here. Big, strong sour.
Sick, Bobby. I want a big, strong one like you, Bobby. I want a big, strong one. Okay, Bobby, here we go. Dude, that looks pretty good, dude. There. Maybe a brush. See that big? Nope. Make it small at the top. There you go. Okay, we're failing at a massive rate. Okay, let's retry that. Now here you go. Here you go. Now we're talking, Bobby. Nope. I don't like how. Yeah, now we're talking, Bobby. There we gotta get a big. Let's get a bigger brush.
Use a corner of the brush and just make the bristles bend downward. And I'm using the same corner of the brush all the way through the tree. I'm just pushing harder and harder so it uses more and more of the brush. There. These little rascals live right there in your fan brush. Or you can do them with a 1 or 2 inch brush. Tell you what, let's have a third tree. We can have as many trees as we want in here. There we go.
This one a little darker. A little lighter.
Now, I'm going to go over here and find me a 1 inch brush. Go right through that same color.
I'll finish these trees. We're gonna get a brush. Here we go. I'm just gonna use the big brush at the top. So I'm just gonna get. Oh, I'm gonna. I'm just gonna use the big brush at top and then go down. That looks pretty good, dude. Oh my god, I think I'm messing this up, but whatever. There you go.
And let's put a
What the frick
happy
is
little
that,
bush
Bob? I keep swallowing
right
stuff.
here. Sort of have.
I get a big boy brush out here. This is the Will. The plant. When I'm drawing Will. This one's called. This plant definitely being called Will.
To begin making some decisions here. Where do you want all these little things to live? There we go.
Trash. Awesome.
That's super. I knew you could do it. Now then, underneath here, we're going to want some reflection. So just reverse the brush where I've been pushing upward, and then we'll push downward. And where you have tall items up on top, you want items that are long below it. Where they're short, then make these not so
You're not
long.
gonna have water on this side.
You knew that. Okay. And those will turn in
so bad.
to some very nice little reflections. Just a nice clean dry brush. I just like to beat on the brush and pull straight down very lightly. That's all you have to do. Just touch, pull downward, and then go across. Okay. Now then, I'm going to take my knife, a little bit of dark sienna, a little white into it, and get a very small roll of paint on the knife. Okay, now then, let's go up here. Just put the indication here and there of a few little trunks in these trees. Give them some nice trunks so they can stand up strong and tall.
No, like this.
There we go. And we can go back to our fan brush. It has the green on it. There. And I just want to put the indication of a few little highlights on these trees.
That doesn't.
Don't kill all the dark, though. That dark contrast. When we get finished, that's what makes those son of a guns stand out. There, just a little. Evergreens are normally darker than other trees, so.
Oh my God, Bobby,
we'll
that
dip the
looks
brush
so
into a small
good,
amount
dude.
of the liquid white and begin
Look at
applying
that.
some color to these things. Pull the brush in one direction.
Who needs your
Be right
$100
back, get some
kit
sap
when you can
green
do
here.
this?
There we go. Sap green, cad yellow. One direction. Load the bristles full of color. Let's go up here. Now you have to make some decisions. Where do your little bushes live? Just touch and give a little push, just enough to bend the bristles a tiny bit. We'll alternate some of the colors here. I went into a little yellow ochre. Now we can reverse the brush and drop a little of that right in there if you want to. Right in there. Maybe up in here there's a darker green living. There he is. There he is. There he is. See? There's a big, strong bush over here. He's my friend.
If that's me, Bobby.
There. Okay.
Let's just make a straight up
But
yellow
notice how
bush.
these are going in layers. Those layers, little Indian yellow too, are what create the illusion of depth in your bushes. Reverse it, drop in a few. See there? Just reverse your brush. And they don't have to be exact, just a general shape.
Oh, a big
A little bright red
one.
once in a while too. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Set over
You
here in
just
the
stole
corner.
my words, Bobby.
And we'll reverse him right into the water.
That looks pretty good.
Now then, with our clean, dry 2-inch brush, just barely touch the top. Just graze it.
That was
Just barely touch. And then go across. And that makes those beautiful mirror reflections. That easy.
What's this paw strap? A pink one.
Okay, thought you'd like it. It's always fun. I'm going to go into some Van Dyke Brown. Let's put some land under here. Sure, we need something for all these little bushes and trees to stand on. Don't want them to fall over here in the water and make a big splash.
Oh yeah. I'll make big splash.
And I'm
Bobby.
going to take the same old brown, add a little white to it. And then come back. Just add the indication of a few highlights here. Just here and there. Just barely grazing. Just grazing. Then with our little fan brush that had the greens and yellows on it.
I'm not gonna do
A little
that.
dark sienna. Build an indication of just a tree trunk in here. A little dark sienna. Right.
I'm just gonna let this finish. I'm not
For
gonna
what
do that,
creates
chat.
the
I'm just gonna
illusion
straight up
of depth
draw
in
it
the bushes.
from right through
Reverse
here.
it, drop in a few.
I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna do the
See
opposite
there?
of
Just
that.
reverse your brush. They don't have to be exact, just a general shape. Just put the whirl, a bigger evergreen here.
I'm just gonna restart.
Big, strong son of a gun. Use a corner of the brush and just make the bristles bend downward. And I'm using the same corner of the brush all the way through the tree. I'm just pushing harder and harder so it uses more and more of the brush. There. These little rascals live right there in your fan brush. Or you can do them with a 1 or 2 inch brush.
Uh, I'm just gonna draw so many trees, dude. Like, as many as I can. I'm just gonna draw so many. Oh, this looking so good, Bobby. We're gonna draw Big Daddy one right in the middle, and get the brush. Zoom in. That one kind of over. That one's a little too big. This one's gonna have the one disease where it makes you really skinny. Dude, that looks just like it from a distance. Like, look at that. Looks just like Bob Ross.
Tell you what, let's have a third tree. We can have as many trees as we want in here. Okay.
We're gonna take this one, get the brush. Let's start out here. We're gonna have the nice big stream coming right in. It's gonna come in right there. And then
Now then, I'm gonna take my knife, a little bit of dark sienna, a little white into it.
we gotta make it add the reflection. So take that. We're gonna make this size super small. We're gonna zoom in. We're gonna zoom in right on this, like I do with the little kids at the playground. And then we're gonna go down. Look at that, dude. That looks. Oh, what the frick, dude? That looks so good. Oh my god. Look at. You would this you could sell this at a Bob Ross paint. Like who could tell? That looks exactly like.
And get a very small roll of paint on the knife. Okay, now then, let's go up here.
Alright.
Just there. And evergreens are normally darker than other trees, so leave them that way. I'm gonna dip the brush into a small amount.
I was almost. almost a catastrophic fail. Okay, we're just gonna really come in here. We're gonna paint some neon green. Why not? I don't like that one. This one we're gonna make it darker than like it should be. Like, why not? And this one. What should we? We're just gonna do that.
Of the liquid white and begin applying some color to these things. Pull the brush in one direction. Be right back. Get some sap green here. There we go. Sap green, cad yellow. One direction. Load the bristles full of color. Let's go up here. Now you have to make some decisions. Where do your little bushes live? Just touch and give a little push, just enough to bend the bristles a tiny bit.
A big red one.
We'll alternate some of the colors here. I went into a little yellow ochre. Now we can reverse the brush and drop a little of that right in there if you want to. Right in there. Maybe up in here there's a darker green living. There he is. There he is. There he is. See? There's a big strong bush over here.
I see, Bobby. I see what
He's
you're
my
doing.
friend.
There's a
There.
wall painting. So we're gonna have some nice colors.
Okay, and another one. But notice how these are going in layers. Those layers, little Indian yellow too, are what create the illusion of depth in your bushes. Reverse it, drop in a few. See there? Just reverse your brush. They don't have to be exact, just a general shape. A little bright red once in a while too. Ooh, that's a pretty one sitting over here in the corner. And we'll reverse him right into the water. Now then, with our clean, dry 2-inch brush, just barely touch the top, just graze it. Just barely touch. And then go across. And then
This is impossible, Bobby. Wait. No, it's not. Alright, get that. And then size. Yo, big brush. Zoom in way in there. Oh my god, this is life hacks right here. This is no, I'm not gonna do that, Bubby. I'm not gonna do that, Bobby. I don't like how that looks.
it makes those beautiful mirror reflections.
Yep.
That easy. Okay, thought you'd like it. It's always fun. I'm gonna go into some Van Dyke Brown. Let's put some land under here. Sure, we need something for all these little bushes and trees to stand on. Don't want them to fall over here in the water and make a big splash. There we go. Now we take the same old brown, add a little white to it. Then come back. Just add the indication of a few highlights here. Just here and there. Just barely grazing. Just grazing. Then with our little fan brush that had the greens and yellows on it, we can come back and break up that straight line. Just let some little grassy areas run right down on the land. A little liquid white on the knife, and we can cut in a water line. Just drop it in. Keep these lines basically straight, even though they follow the land. You want them to be straight, or your water will look like it's going to run right out of the painting. There we go. Okay. Let's have some fun. The other side to do over here. Take a 2-inch brush. Go right into my dark color. A lot of paint on the bristles. Okay, let's go up here. Maybe on this side. Let's get brave. It's the same old dark again, laying in this look in here.
I think we're done, Bobby. I'm not gonna do that.
There we go. See, man, let some of these things come up over the path. That'll push the path down into your painting. Don't want that path just to float around. See there? Now then, we can take the knife and just scrape in a few little sticks and twigs here and there. And shoot, you've got a finished painting. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It'll certainly teach you how to use all the equipment and have a lot of fun. From all of us, happy painting and God bless.
God bless you, Bobby. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Bobby. Rest in peace. Is that the only one I get? English subtitles. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one video, Bobby. I got this as my Christmas gift. I got the kit. I got no canvas though, but I just get one video, Bobby. That's it. One video, Bobby. Are you serious, Bobby? You trying to scam me? Okay, whatever, Bobby. Okay. This looks pretty good. Right on. Thanks, Bobby. Oh my god, it looks so good, Bobby. Oh my god. Can't really compare yours, but... Pretty good, Bobby. I think that's the end of the stream, folks. That's pretty good. I think I did pretty good. Pretty good. I think Bobby's proud, probably. Okay, make sure, guys, go on to SoundCloud.com. Okay, go on SoundCloud.com real quick. See this? Go to this profile and hit follow. Hit follow wherever it is. Hit follow, cause you'll hear classics. There's classics on free X though. Okay, so make sure you go follow. Look at this song.
Yo, what up, party people?
Classics on this.
It's your boy Keemstar.
Make sure you go. I'll put links in the
I gotta
description.
tell you this story. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Walk in the woods. Found a dollar. Found a dollar. Walk in the woods.
It's gonna be in there.
Found a dollar.
Good night and happy painting. Happy painting. See you later, folks. Bye bye. Have fun painting. Bye. Have fun painting. Bye.